Investigators say the UPS truck and the SUV hit head-on Route 28 around 1:30.
I just heard a loud bump, like a boom, actually.
Surveillance video shows the moments before the crash as the delivery truck drives east. The white SUV then collides with the truck and smoke fills the air.
I did hear the UPS guy saying I tried to avoid her.
It was just a dazed, and people were out here helping them.
Police are still trying to determine what caused the deadly crash that left only burned out shells of the two vehicles involved.
It was pretty scary. I feel horrible. I don't know what happened. It's just no real reason for it, and it's really sad.
And tonight, police have not identified the woman who was killed here as they work to notify her family. We're live in Middleborough tonight. John Atwater, WCVB News Center 5.
John, thank you. Tonight, 2 people are dead. 3 others survived after the small plane crashed right onto a highway and it hit cars below. This was on I-75 in Naples, Florida. Our Danae Bucci is in the newsroom with the late information, including what the pilot was telling air traffic control, Danae, as that plane went down.
That's right, Maria. In the minutes leading up to that crash, a pilot told air traffic controllers they had lost both engines and they were not going to make it to the runway. The plane had taken off from the Ohio State University Airport a little after 1 p.m. today, and about 2 hours later, it crashed in Naples, Florida.
We're clear to land, but we're not going to make the runway. We've lost both engines.
This small jet bound for the Naples, Florida airport, crashing, then colliding with a car on I-75.
We just heard a loud boom. I went running outside and saw nothing but black smoke right coming out of the sky.
This fiery scene happened just before 3:30 Friday afternoon. The FAA says 5 people were on board the Bombardier Challenger 600 when it crashed.
Lost both engines, emergency. I'm making an emergency landing.
The local sheriff's office reporting 2 confirmed deaths, but miraculously, the Naples Airport Authority says the 3 others survived.
My first initial thought was just relief to see them running and moving away from the wreckage. And after, especially when you realize that those can't be people helping, those have to be some of the occupants from the plane that were escaping.
Joe Robinson was on the highway minutes after the shocking crash landing.
I couldn't believe how hot it was inside my vehicle passing the wreckage, and traffic was going so slow, of course. And I'm like, come on, can we please keep moving? Like, this is insanely hot.
He says everyone near the scene shared the same mood.
You can't imagine anybody surviving something like that, but it was awful to see.
Officials have not given any updates about how the 3 survivors in the jet or the people in the car are doing tonight. We're live in the newsroom. Danae Bucci, WCVB News Center 5.
Danae, thank you for that. A New Hampshire community tonight is mourning a fallen hero.
One of the 5 Marines killed in that helicopter crash in California was a 26-year-old from Dover, New Hampshire. Captain Jack Casey was in that helicopter during a major storm on Tuesday when it went down in the mountains near San Diego. The helicopter was quickly found. The Marines' bodies were not. They were declared dead yesterday. They were identified today. Captain Casey's principal at St. Thomas Aquinas High School is just heartbroken.
To know that someone who has such a great future was involved in this horrific accident is saddening. When you see someone that has just everything in front of them pass at such a young age, it's heartbreaking.
Casey graduated from high school in 2015. He joined the Marines in 2019 and was promoted to captain this past September.
Leaders in South Boston want answers tonight over plans that could turn this building, this office building, into a space for migrants. Our Jennifer Banyate is live in the Seaport tonight with the concerns after another recently opened shelter filled up fast, Jen.
Yeah, Ed, the safety net shelter in Roxbury is close to reaching capacity just 1 week after opening. Now, this office building here could be the state's next step in addressing the ongoing influx of migrants here in Massachusetts. But some city leaders are skeptical, and they are calling for a community meeting to happen within the next 48 hours. Feet away from Seaport Boulevard is 24 Farnsworth, an office building being considered as Boston's second safety net shelter for migrants. South Boston elected officials are concerned.
We need to really be looking at facilities that can accommodate the type of living arrangements that are required.
They say 10,000 square feet is available, but the building is not fit for housing, lacking basic amenities like showers.
How can we help, but also what impact will this make in our communities?
City leaders want Mayor Michelle Wu and Governor Maura Healey to hold a community meeting to address the neighborhood's concerns surrounding transportation, safety, and resources. The governor's office says the state and United Way Mass Bay are evaluating additional safety net sites. There are no new sites confirmed at this time. The United Way is considering the Farnsworth Street site. Some residents approve of the proposed shelter.
I think it's a good idea and that we should help all people if we can.
From a perspective of equity and justice, that it absolutely should occur.
The search for another shelter comes as the one at a rec center in Roxbury nears its limit of 400 people just a week after it opened.
I am happy to know that we're looking at locations where city services won't be disrupted, but at the same time, will these migrant families have what they need?
Senator Nick Collins is asking the state to consider other shelters, including the Mount Ida UMass campus in Newton, saying it is large enough for the families and that it has all the amenities that they need to get settled. Now, there is no word yet on when that community meeting could take place.